Hey guys, welcome back and happy Tuesday. I was going to say Thursday, but I can't rush this week along. We have a lot of exciting stuff coming up this week, like bringing back our new rendition of Hot Messy Topics, just with a different name. We have the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and of course, tomorrow, our Real Housewives of New Jersey recap. Plus, I have a fun outing this week with one of my favorite housewives, and of course, I will talk about it, not talk about it, but I'll post photos or something as long as she's okay with it. It is what it is. Now, we're back to talk about Jennifer Aydin, who suffered a huge, terrifying, almost lost, but big scare over this past week. And we're also back to talk about the fact that Margaret Josephs is saying that Jackie Goldschneider and Melissa Gorga are terrified of her because she knows everything, but she's also denying being calculated. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys. So apparently Jennifer Aydin threw a massive birthday bash for herself over the weekend, and it was at the Venetian. The event was all fine and dandy until the next morning when Jennifer realized that the massive diamond in her wedding ring was missing. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but it was seasons prior to season 12, and there was this diamond, this yellow canary diamond that Bill Aydin gifted her. It was stunning, it was beautiful, and it was worth well over 6 figures. So this is a big deal. Can you imagine walking around with 100,000 or let's say 100,000 to $500,000 on your finger, and then all of a sudden you look down and you're like, oh no, I just lost 6 figures and I don't know where it went. Yeah, that would be freaking terrifying. I mean, I'm sure there's insurance to cover it, but it doesn't mean that you don't want to do your best to go and try to find it. Now, it turns out the yellow diamond fell out on the dance floor while Jennifer was getting her groove on with her nearest and dearest. She said, and this was in her Instagram stories, on the way to the Venetian to look for my stone, praying to Saint Anthony. She also posted a photo of her ring with the missing stone, and then she later updated her fans that she found the stone, which blows my mind. We found my diamond that fell out last night at my party. Came back to the Venetian this morning, and it was on the floor, right smack in the middle of the dance floor. Can you imagine, though, had they have had the cleanup crew come in and they would have found that diamond. They could have easily have taken that diamond and took it and pawned it, did something like, not everybody's going to be so honest, especially when you see a bunch of housewives and they're throwing a party and then boom, there's a massive yellow diamond in the middle of the dance floor. That would scare me. She said, I prayed to Saint Anthony. Thanks be to God. It was a miracle. Okay, so the good news is she found the stone. The bad news is she lost the stone. Good news, she found it. Okay, let's move on. Now, getting back to Margaret Josephs, who's saying Melissa Gorga and Jackie Goldschneider are afraid of her because she knows everything. I thought that was pretty interesting. Marge is positioning herself as the bone collector on the Real Housewives of New Jersey, and that's as per reality T. And she certainly seems to be, because she is the one who's carrying all of the information around. But she's not the one starting or making up information. I find this to be very different than Teresa Giudice, like going around and telling everybody, did you hear the rumors about Evan Goldschneider? I heard that he's hooking up with somebody, maybe even one of the trainers in the gym bathroom. And then you go over and she walks to the next person. Did you hear the rumors about Jackie Goldschneider's husband? But there was nothing that came out of it. There was no person who came out and said, I have receipts. I know that he was cheating. There were no photos of him, no text messages leaked. There was not one single thing that came out that pointed in the direction of Evan Goldschneider cheating. However, for Louis, all of his exes are coming out of the woodworks and they're like, hey, by the way, we have this, this, and this on him, and we're taking him to court for this, this, and this. Oh, and wait, here's this video that's going to go viral. And Teresa did dismiss it. And we talked about that in a previous video where she said, all of her man's former exes, the exes are coming forward because he's with Teresa Giudice. Point blank, period. If he was with anybody else, then they wouldn't be coming forward. Now, Marge showed up for an episode on the podcast Behind the Velvet Rope to discuss, and according to Margaret, she's now earned herself an unflattering reputation. She explained, people like to say, Margaret, you're calculating, you're manipulative. No, I'm not. I don't have an ulterior motive. Marge then added that she thinks that her castmates might be nervous about what she knows, or as Yolanda Foster would say, what she holds in the vault. People say, oh, Jackie Goldschneider and Melissa Gorga are so afraid of Margaret because she knows everything. Well, damn right, I fucking know everything. Although she quickly added, I'm not holding something in my back pocket. I want to know who is saying this. Fans, her fellow cast members. I have so many questions. It is what it is. It begs the question, though, what does Margaret actually know? And why would that bother Jackie and Melissa? Now, Marge already claimed that she knew about Bill's affair long before Jennifer ever even joined the show. And she previously stated, I knew people who got their Botox at Bill's practice as well. They're like, oh yeah, her husband got caught sleeping with the office manager, had to leave his job. So clearly she had this. She knew about it and it was in her back pocket. And apparently Margaret wasn't the only one. Melissa said that she had also heard about it. Back in February, Melissa said, I feel like people were talking about this for years. So if Bill's affair was the worst kept secret in New Jersey, maybe Marge isn't the bone collector that everyone thinks she is. I like the flip-flop back and forth. Like, is she the bone collector? Is she not the bone collector? Maybe she is, maybe she's not. Which one is it? We don't actually know. Jackie has also faced some rumors of her husband cheating, and that was last season, which spilled over into this season. And everyone wants to know, does Marge know something about that too? And, at first they said, I think it was Jennifer Aydin who said Margaret was the one who originally spread this rumor. But then we saw at the reunion that Teresa's saying that it was actually not Margaret. It was her brother, Joe Gorga, who was the one who spread the rumor. Now, Joe obviously is not happy about that. And he's like, how are you trying to out me, over this cheating rumor? I didn't have to deal with this. So we're going to get down to the bottom of it. And I think at this point, Jackie Goldschneider probably just wants all of this to go away. And it might actually go away because from what we're hearing, Jackie Goldschneider is demoted ahead of the new season and they're testing out 3 new women. One's one of Margaret's friends, one's one of Teresa's friends, and one is one of Melissa Gorga's friends, allegedly. We'll see how it works out because we had a woman last season that tested, Caroline Razio. She didn't end up making it. And she didn't even make it as a friend role. Tracy Lynn Johnson made it as a housewife and then was demoted to a friend role before the season even premiered. And then you had Michelle Paez, P-A-I-S. She was also on the show and she was Teresa's real estate agent. And she didn't end up making it on the show either. So just because they're testing people, it doesn't mean anything. But guys, I want to hear what your thoughts are about Jennifer Aydin's big scare and also the fact that Margaret Josephs is saying that they should be scared of her, that they, Jackie and Melissa might be scared of her because she does know everything. Damn right, I do know everything. What are your thoughts? Go ahead and comment below. Give your unfiltered opinions because that's exactly what we're looking for. And on your way out, don't forget to smash that like button, get subscribed, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you so very soon. Bye, guys. Love you.